Jim Twiggs, your All-State agent with the hometown high school football game of the week. The third quarter getting ready to kick off, and, of course, it's going to be Bethel kicking off as they trail 14-0. And Northridge can add to their lead. They're going to get the opening kickoff. The one thing that I noticed, one of the weaknesses that Bob Smith said coming into the ballgame for Northridge, we're going to have to play some young players. They have to develop. They have some very good athletic players, but they got to mature quick. I think they're doing that.
Yeah, and look at there's 1 and 2. You got Sheehy and Lander.
Yeah.
And they've stepped up a bit. And that's something, at the very beginning of the season, a lot of coaches will say, we lost some players, but the young guys have to step it up. And that's exactly what's happening tonight for Northridge. Now, I'd like to see Bethel get some short passes and move that ball. They didn't have much yardage on the first half. See if they can come back and make this a close game.
Short kick at about the 25 to 30. Moving straight up the field, knocking people over as he crosses the 40-yard line. And that being, look at what, number 18? Is that who had the football? Salih Muhammad. So the ball is at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Northridge Polar Bears. And I think as the season goes on with Northridge, they want to run that no-huddle quick offense. It's got to be quicker, I think, personally, as they move around.
Well, when you hear no huddle, you think it's quick, but it's usually the opposite,
Yeah, but sometimes I wonder why they don't call 2 and 3 plays.
Exactly, and we've said that last year and years.
That almost went the other way. That's an incomplete pass.
Would that have been what the doctor ordered for William Redinger?
Redinger, just like
Now watch this. He'll get it's a good snap. Now watch what happens here.
Did he run before he had it?
No, watch what happens. He just made a beat on it and didn't even see him coming across. And he lucked out. It was just trying to throw it out there in that slot. And he lucked out. And right now you can say Redinger's going, oh, my gosh, that was 6 points.
Well, he ran right in between Sheehy and Story Jr., and those are the two big shots here on offense for Northridge. And they're lucky. Up the middle and being tripped as he crosses the line of scrimmage because he had some good running room was Jaron Lander. He gets it across the 40 to about the 41-yard line.
Dylan Kelly on that tackle.
So that's back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go. And again, taking their time, looking over the sidelines. And I think one of the things you want to do with that no huddle, Gary, is keep the defense off balance so they can't get a whole lot of people in there that they need. But Bethel made a complete change. Story Jr. in motion. There's the snap. Nice pass out into the flat. Story Jr., what a move. And you know what? He's going to be awfully close to the first down in Bethel territory. And
they might have to measure this. Now watch what happens here, folks. He's going to go in motion, cuts across. Snap should be right after he passes. And there's the snap. Probably a little late on the snap, but that's okay. Rolls around to the left, and he's wide open in that little out pattern. And good block here coming up.
Good block on Dylan
Kelly.
Yeah.
But guess who gets the tackle? Kelly. It's going to be real close, and there it is, the first down. And he tries to take it to the outside, and he's going to be smothered. Man, does he hit.
From smothered to about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Yeah, that's the relish on a hot dog right there. You get smothered with mustard and then this.
No relish, Gary.
Topped with the relish,
Yeah, no, I'll take sauerkraut. Ball is at the 45-yard line. And, from being stuffed, he got a 4-yard pickup. And he was stuffed.
And to get those wheels moving, that's the important thing.
All right, Northridge continuing to move the football and impressing on offense. Very impressive on offense today. Should probably have 21 or 28 points. Just made a couple of mistakes. Here's that quick pitch. Nice move. I love to watch him run. Sean Sheehy.
And he's going to be just short of the first down marker, but
everything he has built.
He should have been dead to rights. Now watch here. Here's the pitch. Now watch him do the stutter step right there. Boop.
Boink.
And he comes right back up the middle. Boink. And he goes, I'll go out the side here. And no, I'm not down yet. Try to spin out. It's going to take more than 2 of you. And he's still fighting. Look at him
going.
Wait
a minute. I'm not going down, boys.
But you got to be careful. That's where you lose the football.
Yeah, that's
when you're
where
standing
you forget
up.
It. Yeah. Now they're getting a tough time. They were going to call a 3rd down, and the officials say, no, let's just move the ball and move the chains. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, and change that 4 to a 1. And there we go.
9:41 remaining here in this 3rd quarter. There we go again. starting to play up the middle. That doesn't go for a lot right there, but you know what? That sets something else up. So it's going to bring up a second down and about 9 yards to go for the first down. 9 minutes, 23 seconds remaining here in this third quarter of action. As again, the offense, the shotgun, the no-huddle spread offense. And when Northridge gets up there, they spread them all over the field, and they've got enough kids out there. They've got enough veterans to go along with the youngsters, and things are looking pretty good.
Well, that's one thing. When you have the veterans, they really have to start leading the younger offsides there. We had a jump at the top of there, and number 4 just jumped a little bit too soon, talking about Isaiah McCullough. And you'll get to see him jump off sides right before that snap. And
I don't think anybody called it.
I don't see a flag out there. They got a flag out there. Here's the referee. And they're talking about it. There's his call right now. See? Yeah, there we go.
Well, they said it was on Northridge. Oh, yeah. Bethel declined it, and Bethel gets the fumble.
Yeah. I didn't even see that. I didn't see that. I'd like to see that again because that was just all I saw was the guy jump off sides and nothing really much.
Apparently, yeah. This is on Notre Dame, Northridge. So it's going to be at the 44-yard line, and of course that's great field position for Bethel.
Yeah, I wanted to see what happened there, and it was all I saw was him jump off sides, saw the flag, and then
but it was
the fumble. I didn't see.
Well,
that.
he was coerced into jumping off sides. Boy, Bethel spread all over the field too.
He had him wide open out in the flat. He had him wide open. You got to get rid of that ball.
He may have had a little bit of I don't want to do this again. Yeah.
But if you noticed where the receiver was, and we're talking about number 20, Rogers, he's got to be back. He's got to be up. He can't be behind the quarterback. He's got to be. He's got to be in front of him or parallel to him. Every time they've had that play, he's gone back too deep. And it's always, even if he catches it, it's great. But if he drops it, it's going to be a lateral.
Well, you saw what it was 2 times. It was big losses.
Yeah. So, and that was wide open there.
All right, the ball is at the 44-yard line, so it's second down and 10. No gain at all on that. As they send out wide to the far side, Spencer Briggs. Now, is he going to step back and take a pass? We'll see. And a quarterback is Brown. Here comes the draw play. Well, there is some running room, but I tell you what, this defense is quick. And I mean very quick. It looked like the first one coming across, Matt Moon. And that ball gets out to the 45. We'll call it maybe a 1-yard gain. Third down and, well, actually, it's, for all intents and purposes, third down and 10. 7 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And time is just running off the board. And, when you think about it, Bethel is just a couple of plays away from tying this ball game. You never know because they are spread out. I'm sure they didn't run an offense like this last year because last year they only averaged 41 yards passing and about 300 yards rushing. Boy, there's that defense again. Nice catch out into the flat. If they can stop him over there, boy, they did too. No gain again. As a matter of fact, could have been about a half a yard loss, so bring up third down and 10.
About 5 attempts for 10 yards, so they got to get something moving forward. Now watch the halfback. He does pull forward. Quarterback's behind him, so if he drops it, it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass there. But I think maybe they can pick up some more yardage if he moves forward because that was no gain. As a matter of fact, they lost him.
Yeah, just a roll out pass. The same thing that Northridge is doing is what they should try to copy.
Yeah. Not having enough men on the field right now is Bethel, and they better watch it or they're going to lose 5 more yards. Coming out there for Bethel was William Renninger.
Oh!
Way over the head of the kicker.
Now watch what
Taylor
happens.
Brown. He falls on it. He's down. It'll be Northridge's ball at the 15-yard line.
Boy, oh boy, that's just the. Now watch the snap here. He's looking. The center's down. And how many yards back is he? 5, 8 yards back, 9, 10, about 10 yards.
Yeah.
So it's about normal. But look at that. Oh,
and that's about a 50-yard snap.
And that's too bad for a bad break for Bethel Bees. And he does a smart thing.
Falls on it and gives them a chance to at least stop Northridge. We'll see.
You could, could have, would have, should have.
Could have, should have, would have.
Grabbed it and done that rugby-style kick, but, what, you get it blocked? So
the ball goes into the end zone,
Yeah,
and that's All right, here comes Northridge. Let's see what they do. If they run the football, got a man in motion, and counterplay in the backfield, that's not going to go for much. Maybe the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up a second down. Second down at about 10 yards to go. That was no gain.
Yeah, Dylan Kelly, and real impressed with the defensive line here for Bethel. Doing a great job. They're doing their job. Again, we were talking about it earlier at the beginning of the game, is that the Bees have to get an offense going to help out their defense. Because that defense, you got to remember the first couple scoring drives, they've been on that field a long time.
And when you play both ways,
right, it's
you
brutal.
Burn up a lot of energy, yes, especially on that defense.
There's a blitz.
Here it comes. Can they outrun it?
Nope.
Well, he is. He's to the 10, to the 5.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
15-yard touchdown run.
Sheehy from 15 yards away, and he was stopped.
Now watch him
go to rights.
Almost fell down here. It could have been a block in the back
right
again, but broke it up. Now watch him.
Got two of them here.
Watch him bolt to the outside, comes back up in the middle, and it's a touchdown.
Well, by the time he was tackled, he was across the goal line. What a great run by Sean Sheehy. One of the guys we said watch because he can be a very good football player. Going to try for one again. Jaden Kelly will be holding. Here's the kick. It's up and partially blocked, and that will be no good. So with 5 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in this third quarter of action, it is a 20-0 ball game for Northridge. As we had mentioned earlier, kind of making up for the last 5 years where they have dropped 4 of those football games. As a matter of fact, they dropped last year's game, Northridge did, to the tune of 21-18 with 50 seconds remaining in the ball game. It was the lights going out. They waited for an hour or so and finally played the last 50 seconds. Our athlete of the week. Now we're talking our student athlete of the week. Nominate somebody. It's the International Harvester Credit Union, and it is it's something that you say this person is not only a good ball player, even if not a good ball player, but a great person in the community. www.localtvforme.com and nominate.
They should really nominate a lot of people in this Northridge community.
Yep.
Because they've been through a big mess here with that tornado. So get on that website, folks, and nominate some of your fellow students that went through some hardships and put them on there and tell them that we're behind them.
Boy, that's a nice grab at the 25-yard line, going straight up the middle with a head of steam.
45-yard line.
Yep, getting up to the 45-yard line and across the 45-yard line, and someone from Northridge went down and is moving around just a little bit.
And we will just wait to see what happens as the players come out. But that was a big run, and what they're looking at right now is the cramps. And
yep.
We said that earlier during halftime. We were wandering around here trying to get some drinks and stuff, and realized that this is tis the season for the cramps. So
well, I was getting a cramp in my left knee, really bad.
Well, the thing is people think you just start drinking when right before it.
Yeah.
You got to drink the day of a game and just keep hydrated, and then you're not going to really get the cramps later on.
I used to have.
See, he's coming, obviously going, oh, man, that hurts, and I feel for him. And we're talking about Jaron Lander, and remember, he's a speedster.
He's one of the top
5'9",
running backs, yeah.
5'9", 175 pounds. He's coming over here, and his teammates are going, didn't we tell you about that today?
Well, our team position when I played football, he had himself. Well, yeah, what's the solution, I guess, that they feed into you? And we would all, there'd be about 3 or 4 of us that would do that at halftime.
For you, it was probably sodium pentothal.
I feel no pain.
Just to put you out. There's a handoff right up the middle.
Up the middle, but a nice tackle. Well, I tell you what, Ricky Truesdale wrapped up the runner and says, no, you're not going anywhere.
Now, what's the replay on this? Because Ricky Truesdale just fires through here. And they're lining up, and he's going, okay, let's go. I'm gonna. You know what? I think I might blitz here. Now watch him there in the center of your screen. He's the center linebacker, and he goes, I see you, and unload.
Well, he just saw the whole play. Did you see him?
Yeah, and that's his job as a middle linebacker. He's supposed to read that.
Bam, and took him down, and that's a pickup of maybe 2. Yeah, we'll call it second down.
You don't see him going to the side too much because his speed is vertical.
Wow. The Bethel Bees down by 20-0. They need to score in the worst way. rolling to the far side and almost intercepted,
It
is picked. What a pick that was, trying to come forward and get some running room, and he slows up. I guess he thought there was a whistle, and we're talking about Story Jr.
I was actually looking for a hole. He was waiting to see what would open up and not get his players involved in the block in the back.
Everybody kind of stopped and slowed down.
Now watch as he comes across. He doesn't want to get his players having a block in the back. So watch. He goes, we're safe there. Now let me regroup.
No,
you guys
just watch him.
No, he's going, you okay on that side? So let me go back, and I'm going to cut back. He's getting everybody to come this way, and he goes the outside. Real smart play, but look at the Bethel B guys. They stayed at home even though it was a pick.
Well, I'll kind of buy that.
You got to buy that.
Okay.
That's exactly what they told me in the headset.
Who did? Bought the 40
coaching staff.
Yeah, like they're going to let you listen in. Bought the 46 of Bethel, Northridge football. Stop it. Oh, nice move as he got to the line of scrimmage, cut outside, and he is going to get it down to about the 30-yard line before he's tossed out of bounds.
Now, can he start and go or what? Now, watch this.
Yes.
He's going to have this snap, and he's going to go to the left side, and watch him cut right here and goes, let's jump.
Bam, I don't want to go that way. Yeah.
It's a jump cut, and he goes back. And watch him still here. He gets runs into his own man, knocks him down, and keeps going to the outside towards the sideline, and beautiful play.
Wow.
But, to be able to have that jump cut.
And I think he ran through Carter Bennett, too. Out in the flat, here they go again. The Speedsters down across the 25-yard line. And that's going to be a nice pickup, yeah. Jaden Kelly.
They are quick.
They got some weapons.
They are quick.
They really do.
I'm really impressed with their speed and the blocking up front by Northridge. For a young team, of course, look who's coaching. They've been here before.
Oh, he's been through the wars, yeah, absolutely.
They've been here before.
But the one thing that you get, Gary, with a young team is if they can win 2 or 3 ball games, their
confidence level goes right up. But you still have to keep a rein on them. That's the only thing. They start looking towards not the next game, not the third game, but they start looking way down, and you can't be doing that.
No, you can't. But, again, as you had mentioned, they've got a football coach that's been through it for 36 years here.
That's right. I mean, it's just, he's seen it all.
And he can say, hey, look, here's what can happen to you. You can be 5-0 and end up the season 5-5. So just keep your head screwed on. Right.
Jump cut again.
Look at that! Right through the big hole,
touchdown.
Down to the 5. Touchdown is Matt Moon with 2:51 remaining in this third quarter. Matt Moon takes it in from 21 yards out to be exact. Look at him hit the hole. Big hole right there. He found it. Then he did the cut. There's another cut. And there's a nice stiff arm and takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northridge, 26-0.
See if they get this extra point up. They've had some trouble with this, and I think
kicking, yeah.
I think they're going to go ahead and run this play. They're not going to kick. They realize that doesn't work.
It hasn't tonight.
And that's something they should work on. And roll out pass, wide open.
I threw it short. Wide open was Sean Sheehy in the end zone. And that will go for naught. But with 2:51 remaining here in this third quarter, it is now 26-0 in favor of the Northridge Polar Bears. And like we had mentioned, Northridge looking to win a ball game against the Bethel Bees.
And watch this. It just comes up short. Oh. He's going,
Was he hit when he was – I think he was hit when he was throwing it, too. That's probably why it was short. He had some people in on him and tried to short arm it.
Well, I think you want to try to pull back and not throw it, and it just kind of choke, and it's just kind of like it's like trying to throw something into the trash can when you're like 3 feet away and you miss.
And I just leave it lay there.
Yeah, I bet that does not surprise me at all.
Honey, I know you're on a walker, but can you bend over and get that?
Can you kick it over to the dog?
Yeah. And the dog just, I'm not picking it up. All right, Northridge is going to be kicking off. This guy who's kicking off, Ricky Truesdale, I like the way he kicks it. It's end over end, but it's like in between everything. Now, Bethel is starting.
Except the goalposts.
Bethel is starting to catch on to that, and they've got people really short.
And look at this kick.
Oh, this one goes all the way back. It'll go into the end zone.
And
that will be a touchback.
Yeah, that's something again, it says it's simple to say, but you got to get that kicking game. You want to make sure you get those gimme points there.
You have
because you're going to play teams all the way down the rest of the season that are going to be making those things. And how many times have we seen the score and you go, oh wow, they just lost by one? Well, could have been
there it
tight.
was. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Gary. Absolutely right.
And actually, right now tonight, it's not going to come back to haunt them at this point, with 2:51 left to go in the third and one more quarter to go. But anything can happen.
Never know. So Bethel will have the football. Have the football at the 20-yard line. And they're up to the line of scrimmage. And let's see if they've lost some of that oomph that they had at the beginning of the ballgame. There's that pass out into the flat. And, boy, just out there and going, I gotcha, is Jaron Lander. And he's got the cramps. I saw him grab that leg, and it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, but, for Bethel, Northridge has seen that 6 times tonight, that same play.
And that's within the last third quarter here.
And they did have success with the freshmen that came in there on a slant pattern. They got to go to something a little bit different.
Yeah, they do.
I would go ahead and try, seriously that I would be doing it, but I would fake that little outlet pass and then go across the other way.
Stop and go, yeah.
And go across to this side. Because you might get a cornerback biting on that direction.
Absolutely. All right, second down, 8 yards to go. Ball at the 22-yard line for the Bethel Bees.
Blitz is on.
There he did, right there, Gary. He looked, stop and go, got the football.
Yep. And the nice gain. It was about a 15-yard gain right there.
Very nice game, and Spencer Briggs sold it as faked the little pass to him that he took off. Not fast, but he just took off. Watch how
watch what happens.
This goes.
His tight end says he's coming this way on a blitz.
Look,
bought that, and he faked it there, and then he throws open, then he takes off and gets the ball.
Wide open.
But that's what they got to work on, and that was a real nice play and a real nice coaching adjustment by Bethel.
Ball at the 35-yard line. Going to be first down 10. 1:54 left in this third quarter. As long as it goes a little quicker than the 37 seconds.
And we got a timeout on Bethel, so that's one.
Timeout Bethel. Why?
1:54.
I don't know. I just don't understand a timeout like that when you're moving the football. Because they had a good play there.
Your momentum,
your
momentum is killed. You just can't. And it's not like we called it. It's not a television timeout that was taking place, but
that was interesting. That was a good play too, and they did that little stop and go. Got the first down, real nice gain, and so then there's a timeout called. Let's see if the Northridge defense now digs in, and they had the talking to by head coach Busmail. Says, "Come on, guys, let's. You've been doing it all night. Let's stop this. You got a shutout going. See if you can keep it going. It's 26-0 right now in the third quarter. 1:54 remaining. Nice snap back. Here's the quarterback draw. Well, that was a nice play.
First down.
Away and doing a nice job.
Fumble came out at the end, but I think they called him down.
Yeah, he should be down. Mason Brown did a nice job of selling that one, but he sold that one. He faked like he was going to go back to pass and did the quarterback draw and picked up good yardage all the way out to the 47-yard line. First down and 10, 1:39 remaining in this third quarter, and not a lot of immediacy by the Bees here. They're just kind of taking their time. I mean, we got another quarter left, but you got to make it go.
If you're finding success, you might as well just keep the confidence going in that huddle.
Yes.
If you're going to run it faster, it's not a 2-minute warning. You got a quarter left. You're at least finding something that's working if you're a Bethel coach.
Yep. You're absolutely right.
Blitz is on.
There's the snap. Another quarterback draw. This time, Northridge says, no, we're not buying that. And one of the first ones in there on the bottom of the ground was Ricky Truesdale.
You can see that the battle of the line is working pretty much for Northridge because the Bethel Bees are doing the best they can. They're young guys up there. But Northridge is doing that blitz and coming right on top of them.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter here.
All right, coming in with the play. Let's see who brought that one in, that being Blake Young, the senior wide receiver, 6 foot, 180 pounder.
You're not kidding. No hurry here. 30 seconds and counting. They'll get this play off, and this will be about it for the third quarter. As we're here in Northridge High School, huh?
I just don't see them taking that long. It's just me.
It takes you that long just to get moving in the morning.
I never move.
Takes you that long just to get up here.
I mean, I roll out of bed real good. It's getting up off the floor that hurts. 6 seconds. That's going to about wrap it up for this third quarter with Northridge leading by the score of 26-0. More from Northridge High School against the Tip City Bethel Ball Club coming up next on local TV for me, Sports Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the IH Credit Union, Los Mariachis Mexican Restaurant, and Springfield Clark CTC.
I'm a Tex Walker. I'm paying more attention to my LOLs and OMGs and the CARs that are about to HIT me.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
A lot has changed in 80 years. Where we live, the cars we drive, and even how we do our banking. But at the IH Credit Union, some things will never change, like our commitment to helping our members build better lives. The IH Credit Union will always be member-owned and will always step up and do what's right for our members and our community. Stop in today and check out what has changed as well as what will never change at the IH Credit Union.
It's time to eat, and you want great Mexican food with friendly service at a fair price. It's time for
My Mariachis.
With 3 convenient locations, you're never far away from a great meal at
My Mariachis.
Don't accept invitations. It's time for That's been.
And we are back, fourth quarter action, as it is now Bethel facing a 4th and 15 from the 42-yard line, or 3rd and 15. The scoreboard was wrong. Looking for that pass. Got a man wide open in the middle. Oh, there it goes in the air, and nobody there.
Right through the hands of the wide receiver coming across there. He needs to pick that up. Boy, Carter Bennett right into his hands, and that's too bad because that ball looked like that was right on the money there, and that was the first time that we could have had a big gain, or Bethel could have had a big gain.
All right, 4th down now and 15, ball at the 42-yard line. And Bethel is going to have to boot the ball away, trailing.
Story going back.
Yeah, 26-0. He's back and will stand back at about his 25-yard line and in to kick the football. Number 10, Taylor Brown. Taylor Brown looking over that defense. And now a timeout is going to be called by Bethel on a punt.
That's their second one. And they're going to have one more left in this half.
Timeout, Bethel.
I'm not quite sure though about those 2 timeouts, but I'm not coaching.
Well, again, I will go with the Bethel coaches are going. We are killing ourselves right now. We've had some good passes that could have been caught, should have been caught.
Yeah.
And our line's got to pick it up. And when you look to the sideline and I have a play for you, go ahead and go with it because it's 4th down. You know that they're probably going to kick this ball. And who do they not want to kick it to? His Story. So
he's went back deep.
So you just angled to the sideline. I think once you've seen Story and Lander play out there on that field, you don't kick it anywhere near them.
Or Sheehy.
Yeah, or Sheehy.
He's not back, but I mean he's a heck of a running
back. What I'm saying is you just aim for the sideline, right or left. Let's see where he goes. To
Absolutely
the right side. Right side. Oh boy. Right down.
Story is going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Northridge bounce and be
24-yard line.
Yeah, dead at the 24.
I still wouldn't go right down the middle to either one of those guys because they're just too fast.
Story kind of backed up from it. I guess he just wanted to let it. He didn't want to fumble it. Allstate, yep, you're in good hands with Jim Twiggs. And, of course, at the end of the ball game, as we always do for the last 300 years, Gary and I, we will announce the Good Hands Player of the Game Award winner.
This is going to be tough tonight. This is going to be real tough.
Yeah, there's been some decent play out there. Let's give it to the officials.
Well, it's
for
that 37 seconds.
Yeah, that's right. Story will take the snap from center. He says, why not? It's been working. Let's run the football. Dips in and goes outside and will go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Story, the ball carrier.
Another nice pickup by the running backs of Northridge. I'm surprised that Jaron Lander is still in there because he's limping around with that.
The cramping. He's got it's on his calf because that's what he was favoring.
Oh, God, that hurts. Ooh.
Oh, it is. That happens to me all the time, just lying in bed.
Trying to get up. Gary's got a cramp. All right, Story with
He'll be running late.
Looks like he wants to throw it. He got set up to throw and then just took it for about a 5-yard gain. So he picks up positive yardage. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Let's see where they officially mark it. And I think they are going to call it the 44-yard line. So it's going to be a decent pickup on the play. Going to bring up second down at about 6. So he picked up 4. And I can see some of the linemen from Northridge are going, here we go again.
You saw what I saw there, too.
Yeah.
The left guard was going, oh, boy.
Oh, here we go. Nice block by him, too.
Oh.
Look at that. Hit that. Look out. Are we going to get 7? He ran out of a tackle. 10, touchdown. Look at him go. Matt Moon.
55 yards again.
Wow.
Watch this. He gets his hand off, comes off the left side, and he just has the blocking. And then watch him bolt to the right here, and should be a tackle, but he just does a nice 360 spin.
One, Gary.
And he's coming right down, and he has a little stiff arm, drops him down there. That's a beautiful run, and that is a 55-yard touchdown run by Matt Moon. He's a 6-foot, 180-pound junior.
And the guy that had him dead to rights was Carter Bennett, and Bennett could not bring him down. Going to go for 2. They've done this once before.
And they're going to get this one.
Toward and holding it across, and coming up with the 2-point conversion is Darrell Story Jr., the captain, one of the captains, one of the tri-captains here at Northridge. Takes it in for 2.
Here's the conversion here, and they were used to seeing the pass. Bethel was, and as he's going to get the snap, they're looking for the pass outside. You can see the corners. Opens up this whole left side, and look at the blocking downfield. Easy walk in for the extra point. 34-0.
Well, that was an easy walk in because he saw when he got to about the 2-yard line, he was going to make it. 10:52. That's what we got left in this football game, and it is really tilted toward the Polar Bears. We went through the entire first quarter scoreless, and then we went through most of the second quarter scoreless, and then finally Northridge got a couple of quick touchdowns and the 2-point conversion to go in at halftime, 14-0, and about scored Bethel in the second half, 20-0. We're here in the press box, and as I look out, there's an airplane heading toward us.
They must have seen the flashlight I have on top of your head. There's a landing strip.
Kicking it off is Ricky Truesdale. And coming in late, some Bethel Bees right there. This is just a real short end over end.
Nice, picks it up.
Bounces 25.
Oh, face mask there.
Face mask?
Ooh, yes.
Somebody went backwards really, really, really quick, and that being Spencer Briggs.
And he's not happy. He's pretty heated right now, and he should be, but it was an accident. Spencer Briggs. Now watch. I think he's just reaching for, air, a shoulder pad.
Sure.
He's not going for the face mask because they're up 34-0. But watch what happens. Nice pickup on that. He comes right up the middle where he's had success all night long on the return. And right there, boom. And he goes, oh, man, I'm sorry, And he got up and said some words, but I'm sure that Northridge said, hey, my bad. It was not intentional. But that's so dangerous because your neck just
Well, you said you hit the nail right on the head.
It's whiplash,
there.
right there.
That's exactly what it is. So it's going to end up a nice return, and even nicer after the penalty, will go down into Northridge territory at the 45-yard line. And one of the first big breaks, actually, that Bethel has had in this ball game. So it'll be in at quarterback once again, and that being Mason Brown. And he really hasn't done bad. He's been under a lot of
Well, he's
duress.
been under pressure because they've
Yeah.
been doing a lot of blitzing, and Northridge has. As you can see, the down lineman there. Hit the ground, I think.
That looked like it hit the ground. That was not a lateral. Coming up with the football and taking off was Alec Moss. So it's going to be incomplete. So that'll make it second down and 10 yards to go. Ball at 45-yard line of Northridge. We are now just under 10 minutes to play with 9:55 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And our first ball game of the year, 34-zip in favor of the Polar Bears over the Bethel Bees.
You know, you look across the way there at the Bethel Bees, we're talking about a young team. You can look at the sideline there. They only have about 10 yards worth of players there stacked up. And you look down over here at Northridge, and you're looking at about 25, 30 yards. So a few more players, not a lot more, that many more players, but you can tell the size, and they're still young and still trying to grow and get their team back.
There's that quarterback draw, and I mean, as soon as he crossed the line of scrimmage, who was that? Was that Lander that had him? Garrison, okay.
Yep.
Garrison got him and put him down after just a couple-yard gain. You know, I had seen some things looking through the internet and things like that trying to prepare for this football game. And some of the people were saying that Northridge is maybe a 1-9 football team.
Not with this
I don't
speed.
think so.
Well, it depends on their schedule. And
That's true.
But as far as the speed, they have the speed. I mean, if you can get the ball to those guys outside, I mean, that's like your old Browns team. That's what they've been looking for. They need speed on the outside, and this is what Northridge has.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, they got it. They got it everywhere. Here's that quarterback draw up the middle once again, but
he's taking a beating tonight.
Yeah, he sure is.
He's really played hard, and he should be, been pretty proud there, going across there and doing the best he can.
Gets it across the 40 down to the 39-yard line, so it's 4th and 4, and at this point, you got to go for it with 8 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Mason's a junior, and he's getting a lot of seasoning right now from a pretty young team as well for Northridge, but a good team. And it'd be fun to see how far they go down on this season. So this is probably the first year we've been over this far on the side.
But quickness in a young team kind of goes a long way. Because if you start winning, you don't know how to lose. Just don't know how.
And they play both ways, defense too.
Yep.
So you got to beat them on the pass, and you got to catch them on the run.
Boy, you do have to catch them on the run.
There's that slant
into the
outside,
flat, and that is not going to be enough for the first down.
Nope. But that's something that should have been, should have.
I know. Could have, should have, would
They
have.
should have been using that a little bit earlier. As we go down to 7:38, change of possession right there.
Clock is stopped with 7:38 remaining. 34-0 in favor of Northridge. And Northridge has, they just have looked good. I think they're going to open a few eyes in the Southwestern Buckeye League, because that is the league they play in, and that's not an easy league. But once you start winning, once you get confidence, and that's what Bill Smith said. He said the team needs confidence, and after this one, I think they got it.
And also, you got the big guys up front. They get the confidence going, hey, we can play with anybody. So
yep.
Here's another speed demon
Here
on the
comes
outside.
that speed again, and they cut so nice, even with 2 and 3 ball players in front of them from the opposition. It was like Jaden Kelly. He still picks up about 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
He's a freshman. He's 5'6", so he's getting his licks in there pretty quick. But they're trying to get some of the other players, with 6 minutes left to go, just kind of let them see what kind of weapons we have.
Yeah, what you want to do, and I'm sorry, is empty that bench, because you're good ball players. You want to keep them fresh for the next week, and you want to keep them injury-free.
Contrary to what Mom and Dad say in the stands, why'd they take him out?
Oh, just a nice play by Story.
So you're thinking he's looking for a penalty flag? No, he's just looking downfield trying to.
Yeah.
He's such a clever runner. He's trying to see where's my next cut.
And maybe I can set up a block.
Yeah. But you know what he does is he looks down, so he's not going to put his blockers in jeopardy of getting that block in the back.
Right. You're absolutely right. Oh, this guy's looked good tonight.
And Bethel's young. This has not been terrible for them. They just have some things to look out.
I think this might be it for Story as he's coming to the sideline, being replaced by Teron Hill.
Just under 6 minutes.
As in at quarterback is Riley Holmes. Look at that. Right through there, over the left side, and he went just as quick as you could possibly go.
And in to help him up there. Help him up.
Passing the ball up.
Riley Holmes says, come on up. I got you.
Jeremy Henry says, thank you.
And 56 is looking over here to his coach and goes, boy, this is.
I love his helmet. I love his helmet. He's got the
Kenny
up.
Page. And he's done a heck of a job on the line. Now, just isolating on him. Kenny Page. Look at him block there. Look at the.
Nice block, and you wonder had he not
stumbled. Guess who had shot in? Who shot through after him was that
Dylan?
Yeah.
Dylan
so
Kelly.
He's trying to hit him, and he came on the backside, but doing a good job up front and realizing, hey, football has started, and it's going to be like this all season long.
And you got to keep going. You got to keep going because there'll come that time when you're going to start winning.
Now they move him outside. We're talking about the big lineman.
It's calling the signals. Looking out into the flat, and the ball is knocked down and knocked away by the Bethel Bees.
Pass tipped incomplete. So it's a fourth down for the Bears.
There's the fourth down.
And I forgot, this is a running clock.
Yeah, and the good point.
Yeah.
The officials have really done a good job tonight, with calling the shots, and we had a face mask, and one controversial we thought was not probably a targeting hit.
Oh,
early, but it, again, it's cautionary, and I think that's.
But I would have run down there with some film or something because that was a good
Coach
block.
Smith, he was not happy about that call, but being the pro he is, he just let it go and said, okay.
Maybe we'll learn from that. Maybe
It's safety, and it's safety. Maybe it's just just to give the first week of football, let's not have anything devastating happen.
Oh, this is going to be a fake. And running the football, now the pass downfield.
Oh, what a play.
Good defensive play.
Oh, wonderful play. Coming across there was number 14 for Bethel, and that is Alec Moss.
Mm-hmm.
And that's,
And there's a penalty, illegal procedure called, and it's going to go decline it. Don't forget, coming up at the end of the ball game, our All-State Good Hands Player of the Game Award, Mr. Jim Twiggs, of course, presenting that at 2985 Durr Road in Springfield, and down in West Carrollton Way, 2781 Orchard Run Road, our Good Hands Player of the game. Thank you, Jim. So it's going to be first down and 10. The exchange of possession did stop the clock, 3:52. Now they whistle it into play, and we shall see.
Now is the time to make that phone call.
Ball at the 45-yard line. It's going to be first down, 10 yards to go here at Northridge. Home of the Polar Bears, and I think they're going to win some ball games this year because they are quick enough and they look good. And again, this is the quarterback
right
draw,
up the middle,
and it's not going to get much.
Well, look at the line. You can just see the size of that line just taking over there. They're not, and 56 there, was playing offense, is playing both ways, on defense. And,
I'd take a deep breath too.
I mean that Kenny Page, he's 5'9", 250, and you're out there for a long time, and you're moving bodies around. It's not like you're just a wide receiver. I was good at kick about, everybody says, well, they ran down 30 yards and then they have to do it again. Well, they didn't get hit every single
time. That's like the last two-way ball player in the NFL, Chuck Bednarik. He would be the center on offense and the linebacker on defense, and he went out in the field and 60 minutes later came off, and that's Page here in high school football, 4 12-minute quarters. And he's played every single one of them.
Well, it's been a pleasure being here at Northridge for this game tonight. And
nice folks.
Hopefully I was talking to one of the heads of the custodians, and he said that he pointed out some people in the crowd to me and said they lost one of my other 4 of his custodians lost their homes. Wow. And, our hearts go out to them.
That's right.
And, again, it's so nice to be here, and hopefully this brings, some smile to the community with a big win here tonight, a shutout win for Northridge, 34-0, and let them know that WRCX and we are with them at localtvforme.com.
Yeah, I don't think you realize that because when we had the fire at our house, we were out 9 months. And these poor folks, maybe by Christmas, might have a roof over their head. Maybe not.
If not, if they have to rebuild. So, just do what you can to help these folks out and make it a Christmas for them.
Well, yeah, absolutely right. You are absolutely right. So Bethel up to the line of scrimmage. First down and 10. Good play. Good running play. They're at the 45-yard line of the Polar Bears right now. There's that pass out into the flat, and when he caught it, there were exactly 2 defenders on him. Story was out there. He's still playing in the ball game. And after he had hit him and given him a lick, Sean Sheehy did too.
And it's a junior quarterback. And you remember when we were at some of the state tournament games, Lee?
Oh, yeah.
And they do that outlet pass, all the time. But it's got to be really quick. It's got to be bam,
yeah.
and you got to have a lot of juice on it. And I know you want to be cautious, but again, that's going to come for this young quarterback for Bethel. And he's done a great job. He's taken a lot of hits, Mason Brown. He'll get that. By the time he's a senior, that should all come together and have a nice zip on it outside with a wide receiver that can just take it down the sideline.
Well, that's very good, Gary. He's got to step into it and get that quick
just
zip
too
on
long to develop.
And here he comes to this near side of the field. Bam. Right as he got maybe to the line of scrimmage, it was all over with. We're down to 32 seconds, and that one will just about wrap it up. Maybe another play by Bethel if they want it, as the score is Bethel 0. Northridge putting on a good performance other than their kicking game, winning it 34-0. There's still 14 seconds. Bethel will get off another play, and who knows, they could score, as they've got 3 receivers out on the top of your screen. When nobody was in the flat, and now he's going to go over the middle, and intercepted.
Stolen, actually, out of the...
It was stolen out of the way, and let's see who's running that football back and taking it down to the 20, down to the 15 or 25-yard line, and coming up with that football was that Salim Mohammed or Chance Kirk?
Chance Spaeth, and watch him come
and
do
there
this.
There it is, okay.
Watch this tackle coming on the backside on the replay. He cuts across here, and watch him coming from behind, grabs him right here. There's Spaeth, and he throws him down. He says, man.
And let's give credit where credit is due. That was Jamal Caruso, who came up with that interception and took it all back. Final score, 34-0 in favor of Northridge over Bethel. We'll have our post-game report coming up for the Player of the Game Award after this on the local TV for me Sports Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons, Muffler Brothers of Springfield, Urbana, and Fairborn, and the IH Credit Union.
Although the world is ever-changing, the basic rhythms of life remain the same. One being people's passion to build families, communities, houses, businesses. But turning passion into reality is often challenging. For all of life's moments, count on Security National Bank.
Springfield's pharmacy is Harding Road Pharmacy, located 1.5 miles north of the hospital on North Plum Street and Harding Road. Harding Road Pharmacy has been locally owned since 1950.
We not only fill prescriptions that are ready when you are, but our friendly professional staff is always available to answer questions and provide free delivery. We're proud to serve our community, and we invite you to experience why Harding Road Pharmacy is Springfield's hometown pharmacy.
Harding Road Pharmacy is open 7 days a week for prescriptions that are ready when you are.
When your ride is overheated, choking, spinning, sputtering, stopped, or just too slow, trust the pros at Muffler Brothers. With locations in Fairborn, Urbana, and Springfield, you're right around the corner from repair service you can count on. Get your car the attention it deserves. See the real pros in town, Muffler Brothers.
And we are back with the post-game report. Lee Riley and Gary Littell. Final score here at Northridge tonight. The Polar Bears coming up on top in a big way, 34-0. And, Gary, there was a reason why with some of those scoring plays.
Well, you look at what happened in the first half. It was 14-0, and then Sean Sheehy, with 5:33 left in the third, had a 15-touchdown run and 15-yard touchdown run,
Yeah.
and that put.
And he was stopped.
Now watch
all
him come.
to rights.
Almost
a couple
fell
of times.
down here. It could have been a block in the back.
Right
again,
there.
but broke it up. Now watch him.
Got two
bolt,
of them here.
Watch him
Bethel
bolt to
Beach.
the outside, comes back up in the middle, and it's a touchdown.
Well, by the time he was tackled, he was across the goal line. What a great third quarter. Matt Moon takes it in from 20 yards out, 21 yards out to be exact.
And that's just a nice run by Matt Moon. And watch him juke to the right, and boom, he's in for the big touchdown run. And that was just a terrific run. Now here's the pass play. And this is going to be a handoff, a correction. That's the handoff that went right up the middle towards the end here. And this is going to be a touchdown all the way down the straight arm. And boom,
Wow.
he's in business into the
Wow.
end zone, and really done a good job. And it's just one of the best things that's happened so far to this Northridge team. And
Did you see how quick he was,
Yeah,
Gary?
oh, he's
On the
so
one
fast.
touchdown, he almost ran by the quarterback. Quarterback didn't have a chance to turn around and get him.
Yeah, just a fabulous play, and that's where we are at 34-0.
And it's time right now for the All-State Player of the Game Award, brought to you by Jim Twiggs. And this week, our Player of the Game Award winner is who, Gary Littell?
Well, it's a little tough right now, but the player of the game started it off, and that's number 6, Darryl Story Jr., 6-footer, 165-pounder, and he is our All-State Player of the Game.
And that's Jim Twiggs and the Good Hands Player of the Game Award winner each and every week. Join us again next Friday night. We'll be at Kenton Ridge High School as the Cougars are going to be hosting the Carlisle Indians. Till next week, we'd like to wish everyone a very